Way, and this is your UWW-TV Sports Update. The UW-Whitewater football team took a win last weekend against UW-River Falls 13-7 for homecoming. On the same day, head coach Jace Rendall was inducted into the UW-Whitewater Athletics Hall of Fame. Getting back to the game, after an eventful yet scoreless first quarter, senior kicker Jackson Fox put the Warhawks on the board with a 48-yard field goal just over a minute into the second quarter. The lone Warhawk touchdown came from a Jackson Christ 12-yard run, also in the second, which made the difference in the final outcome.
Yeah, that was huge. I mean, we talk about the middle 8 of a game, which would be the last 4 minutes of the first half and the first 4 minutes of the second half, and we were able to win that last 4 minutes of the second half, or the second quarter, because of that touchdown run by Jackson Christ.
With the win, UW-Whitewater keeps its postseason hopes alive while virtually ending a playoff opportunity for the Falcons. In a stacked WEAC conference this year, the Warhawks face another win or go-home affair with the UW Lacrosse Eagles this Saturday on the road. Taking a glance around the WEAC, UW-Oshkosh beat UW-Eau Claire, while UW-Platteville took a big win against UW-Stevens Point. UW-Lacrosse continued to climb into the conference race with their third win in a row. We'll be right back with more sports on UWW-TV right after this.
Have you heard of UROC?
We're part of Whitewater and our own thing.
Come on, we'll show you.
I learned how to be a college student here, and now I'm headed off to Madison to study global health, and I know I'm ready.
People like me who aren't a fan of big crowds would really like UROC because it's welcoming and it's laid back.
My advisor helped me figure out my schedule, organize my time, fill out my FAFSA, and figure out what classes I liked and how to turn that into a major. And if I had to do it again, I would choose UROC.
You ready to rock?
You belong here.
The UW-Whitewater volleyball team travels to Elmhurst, Illinois on Wednesday to face the Blue Jays and finally to UW-Stout on Friday. With one match left in league regular season play, UW-Whitewater is third in the WEAC standings with a 4-2 record. UW-Oshkosh and UW-Stevens Point are sitting at the top with a 5-1 record, while 3 teams are tied for 4th through 6th with a 3-3 record. With UW-Whitewater confirmed as the third-place team and as the WEAC tournament gets underway, UWW-TV will broadcast the opening round of the tourney on Tuesday, November 12th. The 4th-ranked UW-Whitewater women's basketball team tips their season off this weekend, taking on the 24th-ranked DePaul Tigers Friday at 4 o'clock and Lakeland Muskies Saturday at 1 o'clock. Men's soccer went 1-0-1 last week, wrapping up a scoreless tie with UW-Eau Claire and beating UW-Stout 7-0. The men returned to Fiscum Field this Wednesday at 7 o'clock against UW-Stevens Point in the opening round of the WEAC men's soccer tournament. Women's soccer went 0-2 last week, losing 6-0 against Illinois Tech and 4-0 against River Falls. The women traveled to Eau Claire Tuesday, November 5th for their opening round game in the WEAC Women's Soccer Tournament. Men and women's cross country competed in the WEAC's Cross Country Championship over the weekend, where the men finished 2nd out of 8 teams and the women finishing 4th out of 8 teams. Men's wrestling begins their season in New England this weekend, taking on Johnson & Wales this Friday and Roger Williams Saturday. Men and women's swim and dive host their first meet this season against UW-Oshkosh Friday, November 8th, before heading to lacrosse the next day for their meet against the Eagles. And finally, women's bowling travels to Kenosha for this weekend for the SFA Lady Jack Classic. For more sports news and other updates, tune in to UWWTV.org. I'm Sam Way, and this has been your sports update on UWW-TV.